Right. Beat blog 57. Coming right up. Let's get it. Hey. Beat blog 57. So I sort of got confused on my last post. I was posting about beats from 2009, thinking that was the last one. I was like, hey, thanks everybody for the first 5 years, realizing like, wait, that was only the 4th year. I still got one more. So you know what? I decided to make it a little bit bigger this time. I got like about 10 tracks from this. By that point, I was really all over the map. Going from like sample-based music, electronic music, rap and electronic music mix, whatever it is. And it's a huge range. And around that time, I was starting to do shows outside of my own city in Montreal. And then around that time, that's when I started meeting other people within the industry, like Diplo, for example. I'll play you a remix we did together for Deer Hunter. And then I got signed on Lucky Me, and that's when I was working on my first EP. So like things were starting to pick up without really me realizing how that was picking it up. I was just more focused on the creative process of it, and all I wanted to do to make sure was put out art that I really like myself, and if people do like it, then they can join in. If they don't, then I can respect that as well, and they can move on in their way, and I can move on my way as well. But turns out, I guess a lot of y'all were interested in the art I was making, which I really appreciate and love y'all for that. So yeah, let's get right into this one. 10 tracks, so it's going to be pretty long, this video, compared to all the other beat blogs, but I'll make sure I keep that in mind, and I go through them real quick, like bat. All right. So, I mean, we can start with the Diplo remix we did together. Yeah, let's do this. So it's for Deer Hunter, a track called Helicopter, but I'll just play the instrumental part, because it's definitely one of my favorite instrumentals, actually. All right, let's get into this one. Oh, and one more thing. I'm going to probably skip through some of the tracks just to save time. So let's enjoy it. Beat Blog 57. Let's get it. Yep. That one. So it gets in that kind of beat. Then from there, I'll play like a sample-based track I made in between, which seems to be a pattern. Over all the years, all the kinds of electronic, experimental type of music I was making, I would always sort of come full circle and make a sample-based track just to see where I'm at with all that. I guess that's just because of where I started. So I don't want to sort of keep track where I'm evolving over time with all the elements that I've explored in my career so far. So I'll play that one. Wowza. Okay. Right. So it goes from there. I mean, from there to something else like almost like that last beat blog I did about the 2009 beats, where it's that weird like bleepy bloop kind of organic kind of soundscape. This one's another familiar one like that too. Yeah, let's get in this one. Right. Let me play a little simple one here too. This one I've never actually played out, never really released, because it was a sample. Actually, it's an introduction of a song with Wyclef Jean, and it's just him going, yeah, and I just chopped that up to make like a beat. It's one of those moments where you're just like, I'm gonna just chop a loop, just for experimental research reasons, to know where I'm at with things. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So that's that track. Oh, you know what? I mean, whatever. Doesn't really matter if I get demonetized on this one. But this is something around the same time, 2010. Met Diplo, started working with him a bunch. I actually ended up joining the same management team he's on, so we've got a long history. And then on the other side as well, there was this remix I did for the XX, and they were also coming up around that time as well. And they had their single called Basic Space, and I believe Jamie XX reached out to me for it. And those were like sort of like the MySpace days, going to SoundCloud kind of era. So I'll just play like the first part of it, and then I mean it's a fun one. Let's get it.
Quick, just ways to fly, easy to take. You could take me in 4 hours, make me a deal. Day of peace, take it all, just stay up. We
can take you and pieces, we can take it all apart.
Yeah, that was a vibe. The next one. So this is actually one of my favorite instrumentals I've done, that I never released or really played out. It's another sample bass track, but this is still around the time when I was learning, self-teaching myself on FL Studio, and I'd be on like MSN, which is a chat platform that you just would speak to like-minded artists and producers that work on the same software, and we'd exchange ideas or things we've learned at the time. There would be forums for that, but for some reason I was just using MSN a lot because it was instantaneous. If somebody was online, I had a question, I knew they were online, I can hit them up directly, like a DM and whatever. So one of those artists that I ended up knowing and learning a lot with is an artist called Al Ripken Jr., and he's from Baltimore, based in Baltimore. One of my favorite producers and favorite scratchers. Amazing timing and skill, and the way he hits the pocket is super unusual, and especially the kind of beats he makes, very unusual in the way he structures it and does and makes it. So this is something we did together, where I sent him the sample, he started writing the drums and the patterns on it, and then I continue the rest and putting all the pieces together. Still love it to this day, definitely. So let's get into this one.
And little kid, hey. Puzzles and tricks and little kid, hey. Puzzles and tricks and little.
Man, that one's crazy. Oh, so where am I at with all this? Where am I going with this? Oh, yeah. It's a classic. Yeah, it is a classic. Actually, I think I might have played it on a really old beat blog, I think. Yeah. I mean, dang, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Hoppin' scrape thing, bang, rain thing. 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 Hoppin' scrape thing, bang, rain thing.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. So here's another example where I'm producing my own compositions. And it was at a time where I would produce something, finish it, and then I'm like, okay, let me reflip it, see where else it can go, and what other skills can I try to explore, work on, improve, or discover even. And this is a good example of that, of the discovery part. Discovering the way that there was kinds of rhythms and styles I didn't think I could do or even thought of trying to go towards. So here's an example. I'll play the original, then I'll play the flip. And I might have to skip through this one a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the original. So here's a flip. Yes. So that is officially the finale of first 5 years. First 5 years in the industry, first 5 years learning how to make music, coming up, a bit of the sonic journey of it. Hope you enjoyed it. It was fun for me to discover, like, what am I doing? What am I doing over here? Who am I? What? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've got some insight of it, learned a bit more about myself, about what I was gravitating towards sonically, and for how long and what style, and I never took the time to do any of that. So I appreciate that you took the time to join me on this tour, on this run, on this journey. So I'll see you on the next one. Beat Block 58. Bunch of original production coming up. Working on my next, I think I'm going to be working on the next EP. Yeah, next solo EP. Working on some new Tonight stuff too. So we got a bunch of stuff coming. See y'all on Beat Block 58. I really love y'all. Thank y'all for sticking around this whole thing. This is probably the longest one so far. Appreciate it. Love y'all. Peace.